Hi there, my name is Paul Woodward and I'm from Superannuation and Insurances, and today I want to talk about how high will interest rates go. Now this comes from Dr. Shane Oliver, who is AMP's Chief Strategist and Economic Guru, and what we're going to do is have a look at the article that he released recently, and the article was actually headed 5 reasons why the Reserve Bank of Australia will see rates peak with a 2 in front of it instead of a 3. So let's have a look at this article and see if we can just summarize it more than anything else. Before we start, a few key points. The first one is that earlier on this week, the Reserve Bank of Australia increased interest rates by 0.5%. And that took the rate up to 1.85%. And the Reserve Bank is saying that they're going to continue to increase these interest rates. Ouch. We also, now AMP, or the article suggests that AMP see the increase in interest rates peaking at 2.6%. The other key point is that markets and consensus expectations for a rate above 3% are too hawkish, way too aggressive. Now, getting inflation back under control is critical, as a rerun of the 1970s inflation hit period will be disastrous for Australia, the economy and investment markets. So it's right for the Reserve Bank to be so aggressive and so strong in their wording and acting. But let's have a look at the 5 reasons why AMP, or Dr. Shane Oliver, suspects that interest rates will peak at 2.6%. The first one, right? Global supply bottlenecks are starting to ease. And this means that it's going to be an easing of interest rate, it'll take the pressure off inflation. 2, don't read too much into what the Reserve Bank is saying. So some people have interpreted the Reserve Bank's recent comments stating that households as a whole are being in a fairly good position to withstand high interest rates of above 3%. The Reserve Bank is acting tough to keep interest rates down. So don't read too much into the commentary by the Reserve Bank. 3, and I can't do this read properly. 3, the medium-term outlook for inflation in Australia is relatively low. 4, many households will see significant stress if interest rates were to go above 3%. By way of example, if you've got a mortgage of $600, with the latest increase in interest rates, people on $600,000 have already seen an increase of $600 per month. This equates to $7,000 per annum. Now, if interest rates would go to 3.1%, this will increase the repayments to $12,300 per annum. And this is a huge stress on household budgeting and spending. 4, it looks like the Reserve Bank is already starting to get a little bit of traction, and it's far earlier than normal. The concluding comments. So the concluding comments are that interest rates are not expected to peak at 3%. Rather, they're expected to peak at 2.6%, and this should happen later on this year, early next year. The good news is that they're expecting rates to start coming down at the end of next year, which will help make sure that the worst case scenarios for the economy and property aren't realised. So this is just a quick summary of the actual article. If you want to go to the article, click on the link and they'll take you to the article and you can read the full article. My name is Paul Woodward and I'm from Superannuation and Insurances.